Hello! We are back and we're talking with our resident expert on animals right now. I've really done that badly there. We've got Nicola with us and I'm going to be meeting some of her furry friends, or not furry, I'm not too sure. So yeah, just tell us what you've been up to, Nicola.
Yeah, so we've been doing loads of care home visits.
Yep.
We've worked solidly. We are now fully booked until after Christmas.
That's amazing.
Which means lots more people will benefit from our support. We've just taken on Tortoise Hospital to work in their wards with the various therapy animals.
So what do you kind of do when you go into these places to do work with the therapy animals? How does it normally go?
So we give them an option of what animals they'd like, and then we take them along, and staff can take them round if they feel comfortable. We can take them round, we can go to rooms if they're bed bound, and basically just have time with residents.
Oh, that's lovely. That's really, really nice. So do they kind of, like, I'm assuming it's just like stroking, just like being with the animals?
Yeah, and a lot of them are dementia patients and they're able to pick up. When I was younger, I had a rabbit as a pet and we were able to talk about it so they can reflect on their past, which really helps them.
So it's just kind of like, is it all sorts of animals you do then?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. So do you, like, some are swimming from like dogs to, what's like the strangest kind of therapy animal you have?
I'd say the ones we've got here today.
Oh, okay. I'm excited, kind of. Although now you said that, I'm a bit like, ooh, maybe they'll calm me.
Some of these have never been out, so these are their first visits.
Oh,
so these are all rescue animals.
Yep.
And yeah, some have never been handled, so some will be handling and some of them we won't be.
Okay.
So it's safety.
Yeah, we don't. What have we got here today? Can I ask?
Yeah, so we've got stuff with 4 legs, stuff with no legs, stuff with hundreds of legs, stuff with 8 legs.
Oh God! It's the no legs kind of, hundreds of legs. It's all the the tickly bits that I'm not a big fan of. I can kind of do like bigger animals, but kind of when they get a little bit smaller, I can't do like little spiders at all. I'm not good with those.
We'll see what you like with this.
Okay, we're gonna.
So we'll start with this one.
Oh, I'm happy about that. Does he have a name? Oh, he or she?
So he hasn't at the moment. So we haven't had this one long.
Gorgeous. So what is this like type of? So
this is a horse-filled tortoise.
Yeah.
Fully grown. We rescued him.
He's stunning. How old is he?
I would say only about 10, 11 years old.
Okay, yeah, because they live for a really, really long time, don't they?
Yeah, so they can live up to 80, 90 years if kept correctly.
I've seen some of the giant tortoises that are at Bristol Zoo, because I've been and visited them like when I was a child and now, and some of them are the exact same tortoise that I saw when I was like 10 years old. Absolutely, you are gorgeous. I do like. So do their shells kind of grow with them, don't they? So do they like harden as they get older? That's probably a strange question.
Yeah, so basically their backbone is fused into their shell.
Okay.
So their backbone's always going to be curved to the shell as well, so they can feel any movement on the shell.
Okay, so if you're saying you're stroking it and stuff,
they can pick up all the senses.
They can pick up on that. You wouldn't think that, because obviously you kind of see it and you think it's just a shell, don't you? But no, that is incredible. Do you have any thoughts for names?
Well, we've got the other ones that are called after the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I like that.
So we've got Donnie, Raphael, Michelangelo. So yeah, he might get something along that once we know when he's fully into his behaviours.
Yeah, I was going to say you have to like see their personalities first before you do it, don't they? Ooh. Lovely. So what else do we have?
So we'll introduce to one of Ross's favourites.
Okay.
This is his absolute favourite animal that we've got.
I don't know what it is. They didn't tell me what. It's in a bag. We're getting something out of a bag. I am absolutely. If you couldn't tell, I'm gently sweating here. Oh, a snake. Okay. Oh, he's got a really cute little tongue. I really like that. So, coming over here. Oh, he's very cold. I'll bring him over here so I don't drop him. So, does this one have a name?
Yeah, so he's named Mr. Snakeskin.
I love that.
Which was named the first time Chaos TV started.
Okay.
We did a name a spider and name a snake competition.
I really like that. You can tell my knee is shaking quite a lot. I'm going to bring him up a little bit. I don't want to scare him. So, tell me a little bit more about him.
So he's a rescue. He has got cataracts in both eyes, so he can't see a lot.
Is that what the white is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was a rescue. He was kept in a small area with another one, and they weren't fed for 11 months.
Oh no. So what type of snake is he?
So he's a corn snake.
Okay, I could see the relaxing benefits from this now. I quite like this because he's nice and cool to the touch. He is. Oh, it's the tongue that's getting me a little bit.
Everyone doesn't like those tongues.
It's just a bit like. No, he looks like he's looking up at me. He's very sweet though. They're a lot softer than I'd imagined.
Yeah, people think they're wet and slimy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought he was going to be like. But he's really nice to the touch. They're very soft. I feel like if he started moving a little bit more, I'd be a bit more, ooh.
So he is our therapy snake.
Yeah.
He goes around to all the care homes with us, all the places. We did a rescue a couple of weeks ago of another one which is bigger.
Yeah.
But you can't even go anywhere near the cage without it striking.
Oh.
So he will eventually become our therapy snake.
Is that kind of a lot to do with how he's been treated in the past by humans?
Yeah, and just not being handled. So when this one has to retire, because you can only keep him for so long doing the work, then we've got another one we're taming up.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Oh, he looks like he's having a nice little rest on me now. I think we've become fast friends, haven't we, my Snakeskin? I really like him. I might have to keep him. I'm used to dogs and cats, but I will say I might have to consider a snake now. He looks like, I really enjoy him.
It's the amount of people that actually do like them.
Yeah.
They've all got this fear of, I don't
really
like snakes,
cute.
and once they get to know them.
I don't know if I could do a big one. Like, I don't know, like, what are the pythons? Are they the really big ones? Don't know if I could do that around my shoulder. Do you have any of those?
No, they are way too big.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think that would provide much relaxation if that was going around your neck. Oh, we're falling. He's making himself at home there. That is lovely. I'll give him back to you now. Oh. Bye-bye, Snakeskin. I'll miss you. Is there a reason why he has to be kind of kept in the dark?
So what it is he's in a pillowcase. Yeah. And that's to keep him safe. Okay. So if he comes out, he's not going to cut himself on the cage, and he's not going to hurt himself.
Think about that.
So it's more, and also it's to keep him warmer. Yeah. So it keeps the drafts off him, but it's mostly just to keep him safe inside.
Inside there while you're travelling. Yeah.
And he really likes going back into it. So you put him into it, he knows that's his rest area.
Yeah, that's nice. Do you get many people, do people, if they request these certain animals, do you get anyone that kind of like shies away when you bring them to care homes? And
not really. We've noticed that a lot of people really do enjoy them. Yeah. So the next thing we're going to bring out, similar to a snake but has hundreds of legs.
This is it. This is where we're getting a bit.
So we took this to a care home last week at one of their requests. They had a really odd request. They wanted a millipede, a snake, a guinea pig, and a stick insect.
That sounds like a very interesting joke.
So we took one of these, and the amount of people that were absolutely fascinated by it, because it just totally feels different.
Does it? Can I try? Oh, you can see me shaking here. He doesn't like me. Go on. Oh, that feels a lot different than how I expected it to. Oh my. He doesn't like me, it seems. That feels, I can't actually describe that feeling. Yeah. That's so strange. So do people really love these then?
Yeah, so we use them a lot for sensory.
Oh yeah, I can see why.
So like with the snake and the rabbit and guinea pig, so it's totally different feels.
It's very, very tickly. I was going to say, if you had that on your feet, you'd know about it. No, I'm going to ask about the names for all of them because me and Ross were talking about pet names earlier. Does this millipede have a name?
No, because we've got a colony of them.
Okay, so you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, but this one is a male.
Okay.
It's really hard to tell, but when they walk, the 8th leg that's from the head is usually missing if it's a male.
Ah, that's interesting. I was going to say, I can't see that at all. I won't lie to you. Oh, wait.
It's just in...
Yeah, there is a tiny, tiny little...
little stump.
Little stump there.
Yeah, that means it's a male.
That's very interesting. Next time if I see one of these out in the wild, do you get these in the wild?
You get them here,
yeah,
but they're very small. They're about 1 inch long.
Okay. I was going to say, how long does it take to grow something like this? How old do you reckon this one is?
This one's about 5.
About 5
but it's still not fully grown.
Really? How long, when will it be fully grown?
I would say another 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So it should double the size quite easily.
So do they have, will the legs grow or do they get more legs?
So every time they grow a new segment. So these are all little segments. So and they get 4 legs per segment.
Okay. That's
but the legs can break off, but they grow back.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I didn't think I'd enjoy it that much, honestly. But no, can I have another feel of him, sorry. Oh, it's such a strange sensation. Hello. We're going to go up my arm now. Ooh. It's going all over me there. Oh, hello. We're getting friendly, are we? It feels like, I can't actually explain it. It's kind of like a bit of a...
It's like a massage.
Yeah. When it was going up the inside of my arm, I will say that was a bit more tickly. I'm a very ticklish person. So I don't think I could deal with this. I don't know, going up the inside of my arm towards the armpit sort of area, and he's going there again. No, this is lovely. It feels really nice. Right, I'll give him back to you now. We'll try and redirect him. Oh, feeling so... I didn't think the legs would be so... they're very hard, aren't they? So they're very sturdy. Oh, he doesn't want to let go.
So they are really powerful legs.
Yeah.
And they can climb up trees.
That's amazing. Look at him there, just going around. Lovely. Back in your box now. That's so good. So I'm assuming you handle all these animals kind of like every day?
Some of them we do, yeah. So we try and keep them as friendly as possible, although those are friendly animals.
Yeah.
So they're not going to run off easily.
No. How many animals do you have?
Quite a few.
That must be a big morning and nightly routine.
So most of them are rescued.
Yeah.
We don't breed.
Yeah.
Most of these have come as pets that they can't afford to look after, especially at the moment with the increase in everything.
Of course.
Some of them are children's pets that they just don't want anymore. They've lost interest. They don't. Who's going to look after them? The snake, he was part of his actual owner passed away, so that the wife didn't know how to look after it. That's why it wasn't fed. So obviously that came to us. So yeah, most of it's just the only thing we do breed is stick insects.
Okay, I find stick insects so interesting. They are very intriguing. I love seeing them in a zoo and stuff because you're always trying to find them.
Yeah. So
we've got one here.
Talking of stick insects.
Oh, they're very big. Checking my heart rate here. We're on 96 beats per minute. Oh, wow. This one might be a quick hold, I won't lie to you. Oh, it's so light. It is so light. I'm assuming these don't have names because they look so similar to each other.
Yeah. So this one's defence. He has got the spikes.
Okay.
But he'll never use them.
Oh, he doesn't want me. Would you like to come on my hand? There we go. Stick insect lady. This is... if you would have told me even 2 weeks ago... Oh, you can see my hand going now. If you even told me 2 weeks ago I would be doing this, I would have laughed in your face because I am notoriously squeamish. I do not want them to go up my arms. Notoriously squeamish and scared of everything. But this is, it's actually like, I don't know, I feel like it's quite good because I feel like I'm facing some fears here.
Yeah, we work with people to do that as well.
Yeah. Oh, he's really going up my arm. Thank you very much. No, they're really, really nice. Lovely. So I'll give this one back to you as well. Oh, we can go for the little green one. I like him.
So he will just play.
Oh, I think I just got his antenna. I'm so sorry. Oh. So he looks like a twig I've just found off the floor.
Yes.
He's not going anywhere, is he? I don't even know if you can see that on the camera. Kind of put you down there. He is, yeah, he's not moving at all. He is very, very sweet though. So is that just kind of, is he kind of like in a defense mode because he's in a different surrounding?
Yeah, so
okay.
that's fully grown.
Yeah.
They are all females in that species.
Oh, okay, I keep calling him he, apologies.
And they do have up to like 600 eggs.
Oh wow, is that lifetime. Kind of like, over their lifetime, okay. How long do they typically live for?
So that one's probably about 5 months old.
Oh, little baby.
So he's got probably another 6 months to lay all the eggs.
Okay.
And then we start the cycle again. All the eggs from the first lot are hatching from him now.
Oh, that's adorable. So do you keep all of them, or obviously because you said
pretty
you
much
breed
most
them?
Of them,
Yeah. We just moved a little bit.
So we've got about 600 babies at the moment.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to give you back this one, and I believe we have a little video, if we can play that one, and then we'll go back into some more animals afterwards.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm Nicola and part of the Creature Feature Show, and today we're at Woodlands Care Home in St Austell. So we're here to provide animal-assisted therapy towards all the residents within the care home, but also for the staff so that they can interact with the residents differently to how they would normally. Everyone cheers up. You always see the positives, all the smiles, interactions as well. So some may not interact normally, so that they're actually interacting with us. And also just having some other interactions with people that they've not really seen for a long time. Leanne, who's the activities coordinator, she put a request on Facebook asking if someone had animals that could visit the care home for the residents, and everyone was tagging me into the Facebook post, and now we've been here for nearly 2 years.
An activities coordinator does everything from things to do with religion, things to do with therapies, hands-on experiences, right down to having a chat over a cup of tea. I think for the staff, people have been conquering their fears. I'm myself scared of spiders, and the last time Nicola was here, I held a tarantula briefly. The residents just absolutely love seeing the animals. The residents who, can't see very well anymore are able to touch and stroke, and we're able to talk about them, and it's just an all-round great experience.
Yes, so this is the first one, and now we've got nearly 20 care homes within Cornwall. So it shows that what a difference it's actually making to people locally. So care home's different. Some are dementia, some are end of life, some are mixed abilities, but each one is different. So each person, we don't always set the same boundaries for. It depends on the individuals that we're working with.
We're a very busy home, I've got to admit. If you think you're coming to Woodlands for a nice quiet cup of tea, we've always got something going on. Whether it's, visits or residents kind of just having a sing-song, or, just the staff generally are quite
good
noisy.
Mix of entertainment, isn't there, on a
so,
regular basis?
Yeah, so we provide care, don't we?
Yeah.
For residents with dementia and without. And again, it can be from full assistance down to very minimal, just wanting a little bit of a, chat and a little bit of assistance and support. Yeah, you can't imagine just coming into work and knowing that you're going to be doing, within my role, 9 till 5, because that's not what we do. And the team, they're all they all go above and beyond. They're a fantastic team. I've got to admit, I'm very lucky at Woodlands, and you know, staffing sometimes can be a little bit short, but you know, the team work together. They step in. Yeah, they're a brilliant team with a brilliant set of residents. I can't say any more, really. Don't know what to say.
Staff are happy, aren't they? Residents are happy.
Yeah.
It's a happy home.
See, I've grown up with the animals and I know how much it's helped me and supported me through like the university or the challenges that I've been through. So just being able to share that with others really makes a difference to me. So we do it for the residents and the staff.
I think some of it takes our residents back to their childhood days, and that's nice to see because it gives them those memories, those fond memories of when they were younger. Yeah,
Relaxes them, it calms them.
Yeah, it does.
You see a different side to the residents, the smiles as well, just another reason to make them smile, isn't it? And
yeah, we have the dogs come in, don't we? And they love it. They love being able to sit there and pat them and just, because it's calming. It's nice. Even with the animals, even on, again, we go back to a bad day. If a resident's having a bad day and they see an animal, it just triggers those memories and it gets rid of those stresses,
comfort.
doesn't it? Yeah,
it's comfort.
Yeah, it is.
Company sometimes as well, because some residents residents might not interact well with other residents, so you might bring an animal in and that might be their form of comfort there.
It's all different. So some can talk to when they've been in childhood, they can talk about their pets, or they've been abroad and lived or worked. So it's all different. Everyone has different conversations, and some don't always are verbal, whereas by the end of our visits, they are able to talk, which really makes a difference to them. So even just being here today, we've already been told it's made someone's day just by bringing in the animals for them to stroke. So it makes a huge difference to every single person.
I can't help it, but I've got to say it's no better job.
Yeah, I agree.
If you want a job that's rewarding, there is no better job.
It's family. You are family, staff, residents. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're from. If you come into a care home, you will find that you are cared for just as much as the residents are as staff, and someone's always here to talk to if you're having a bad day.
Yeah, you can come in and having a really bad day, see your residents, they smile at you, and that's it, that day, it's perfect.
It's company. If someone was living on their own and they wanted something, it's company again. It's everybody's friends here, aren't they?
Yeah, really good. So everyone wants to see the animals, everyone's talking. There's always a conversation happening. Even the ones that don't want to see animals are wanting to see them today.
Just being able to do something different on a day as well and sit all together as a group is really nice, and it's a crowd pleaser. There's something for everybody.
So it's different because we like the interactions, and having the animals, the staff can interact differently, so it's not looking at their care needs or what needs to be done. They can actually have a different conversation, and it's also focusing on their well-being. And there's some family members as well that's been around seeing the animals. We're back here next month to do their fun day. We've got another visit just down the road from here tomorrow. So we've done 4 visits this week to care homes, which is a very busy week for us. It really makes a huge difference. And not everyone thinks animals do, but just being in what we've been doing, you can really notice it from the moment we step in the door. And we're always open to new care home visits.
I'd say go for it. You won't regret it. You don't have to hold a snake. You might just have a bunny to stroke, but it'll be great.
Welcome back. We are back with Nicola, and I have a little furry friend on the table. Yeah. We've just been having some fun with him. So tell me a little bit more about them.
So this is a Mexican red knee.
Tarantula, I'm assuming? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not yet fully grown.
Not yet fully grown? He's huge.
It will get a lot bigger.
Oh my.
I was going to bring our biggest one that we've just rescued.
Okay.
But he's about 4 times the size of this one. So I thought I'd let you off just having a
maybe
smaller
next
one.
time.
The next person who comes in here.
Yeah. Oh my, he is absolutely gorgeous though. Like the red, kind of like reddy orange. I'm not sure if you can see there. There we go. So like the reddy orange of him there is just absolutely, he's gorgeous. Is that kind of to do with like how they are in the wild normally? So would it like kind of ward off predators, I guess?
Yeah, so bright colours in wild animals usually mean they've got some sort of venom or don't touch me. But these ones will be in trees as well, so you've got like the berries and the flowers.
Oh, okay, so it kind of blends in and stuff. So I'm assuming he is venomous?
Yes.
Oh. That's very scary. Is that why we wanted the anti-venom? No, he's quite remarkable looking at them up close, because I've always been like, I'm not the biggest fan of spiders, but I can kind of like deal with them if there's one there, as long as it kind of keeps its distance from me, like this. As long as it keeps its distance, it's kind of okay. I've had little like house spiders living in my house for months, and I've named them and things, because I think naming things makes them less scary, which is hence why I've been asking the name of every single animal, apart from the tortoise was fine, but the rest of them. So I've been asking the name because I think it makes them a bit less scary to me.
They're more as a pet than you see them.
Yeah. So can you just like sit there and stroke them?
Some of these you can.
Yeah.
Just going to get him to move around a bit, just to show he's actually alive.
Yes. It is quite pretty, really. So I can imagine the webs on these are absolutely huge.
Not all of them make webs.
Okay.
So what they do, these ones particularly, will just lay a web when they're going to molt.
Oh, right.
So they're a bit like a crab, they have a new skin. But you don't really see them. Males will make sperm webs.
Okay.
But that's pretty much for these, but you do get ones that the whole tank will be webbed over.
Webbed. Oh, God, that must be a nightmare to clean.
You can't see anything in there.
No, is there anyone there? So how did you get this one?
So this one came as a rescue. It was a part of a children's pet.
Okay.
There was 6 of them, and they just basically said, we don't want them anymore.
Oh.
Will you take them? All the setup was wrong.
Oh no.
So everything, they actually had some florist oasis in with their enclosure, which is highly poisonous to these.
Oh no.
So it was a case of, no, tanks are all wrong, setup's wrong, they need different housing. I don't think they were fed and watered because it was so dry. So whereas now they get luxury food.
Yeah, now you're treated really nicely. I'm talking to it like talking to it like I talk to my dogs, but it's really sweet. So as we're kind of like moving into autumn winter, is there any kind of like top tips you have to take care of not only tarantulas, just kind of the whole thing? I know that's quite general, but if you can have any like top tips for our viewers to do.
So with house spiders, I know that people absolutely hate them, but there's ways that you can stop them from entering your house.
Oh, is there?
So like conkers, people have conkers lying around.
I've heard this one.
Or pine cones.
I've heard, pine cones and conkers.
Whereas if you have these as a pet, you don't get house spiders.
Oh, so maybe, because I know Pudge really, really dislikes spiders. So I think maybe we should keep this one. We should just have him.
Studio pet.
We can have him as a studio pet. I've warmed to him quite a lot. I think we should have him as a little pet, and we should keep him. I warmed to him for 2 seconds. But no, I think we'll keep him as a pet, just to please Pudge. I think more than myself.
But yeah, simple things like that. So these now have gone on to heat mats. So we have to keep the room at a certain temperature.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously heaters has to go on now. But even just with dogs and stuff, if it's really cold, they don't take them out.
Yeah, no, of course. It's kind of, as we're going into it, especially with the way heating bills and stuff are going to go this year, it's going to be tricky for everyone. But I think there is ways to get around it, like heating mats, like hot water bottles as well. Could that be? Yeah.
We use those a lot when we're travelling. So with like the tortoises and snakes.
Yeah.
Leading up to Christmas will be a lot colder, so we'll make sure they got hot water bottles to travel in the car.
Yeah.
So it's just simple things like that, really. Dog coats.
Yeah.
Just basically do what you're doing.
Yeah.
They know how the animal reacts and what it needs to be done.
And so you should, especially when getting more of an exotic animal, like the ones you've brought in today. Obviously you should really do your research before, shouldn't you? Like, it's very, very important.
Yeah, so these obviously have to have certain temperatures.
Yeah.
So even before buying them, you research temperatures, and that's where most of these come from, that they don't have the correct setup.
Yeah.
They're not kept under, we've got tortoises that have got metabolic bone disease, where they haven't had calcium.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they haven't had the right lights. So it's just ensuring that they've got what they need. And obviously with the finances going up, how can you give them what they need but not have it?
Yeah.
So it's...
Again, so he's going to go onto the table. He's coming for you, Pudge. We might have to bring him out to meet him after this.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll film that for you. They'll love it. So could you just tell me a little bit more about your the work you do in care homes? So how do people react when you turn up and you have a gigantic tarantula under your arm?
It's mostly the staff that don't like it.
Really?
Whereas we're working with more elderly, so they've either lived abroad, they've worked abroad, so they've seen these things.
Yeah.
Whereas it's mostly the staff. Some care homes you've got 10 members of staff helping you, some you've got, is there any staff around?
They're all running and hiding.
But we like to not just focus on the residents, but also the staff's well-being.
Yes, yeah.
Because that's also important, because they're working long shifts, that they get time to be with the animals.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a nice break to their day. If you come in with this, it's not something that you do every day, obviously. Well, obviously you would, but it's not something I do every day. I think that's probably the first tarantula I've been within distance of since I was probably about 4 at the zoo, because I remember I have held one before, but no, he's crazy. Yeah. So I think we are all done here.
Yeah.
Very much. It's been lovely to meet you and to meet all your animals and all your furry friends. He's specifically furry. We can't see him anymore. We can kind of see him.
That's why they say furry on the thing. We don't have rabbits. We do bring rabbits in sometimes.
I'd like a rabbit next time. Can I request that? Lovely. So it was so nice chatting to you, Nicola, and we're back off to Ross in the studio.
Thank you.
And the spider to Pudge.